Hello students, in this video I will discuss one recursive function to calculate x to the power y. Okay, one more recursive, I am here with one more recursive function. So let's see, let's discuss this recursive function is here to find x to the power y. Okay, you can see on the screen I have written this recursive function. The name of the function is power, and you can see this function is calling itself. So it's a recursive function. Got it? So let's start. Here I'm writing, consider the value of this function will calculate x to the power y. Consider the value of x is 2 and y I'm taking as 3. X I'm taking as 2 and y I'm taking as 3. Means this function will calculate 2 to the power 3, that is what, 8. Okay, this function is only for positive integers. So it will calculate 2 to the power 3, that is what, 8. Means what? If we are passing 2 and 3 as an argument to this function should return 8. So let's see whether it is returning or not. Okay. So the function name, what is the function name? Power. What is the function name? Power. And as I told, we are passing 2 and 3 as parameters. This 2 will go to x and this 3 will go to y. Okay. So the value of x is what? Initially 2 and y is 3. Now see, this condition is false. Simple if else and function call. Only these two concepts are there. Okay. This condition is false. So control will go for return else. Sorry, else. So what should happen for this function call? What should happen for this function call? The function, what should happen? The value should be multiplied of these two and should be returned to this function call. Okay. So, but it will not happen like this. What will happen here? Before multiplying and returning to this function call, what will happen? This function will be called again. Okay, means what? What is the value of x? X is what? 2. 2 into power 2 into power and x comma y minus 1. Y minus 1 means y is 3, so 3 minus 1, 2. The 2 comma 2. Okay. So for this function, what should happen? It should be multiplied and returned, but before that the function will be called again. For this function call, before multiplying and returning to this function call, the function will be called again. इससे पहले कि इन दोनों की वैल्यू मल्टीप्लाई होकर रिटर्न होती है, फंक्शन फिर से कॉल हो जाएगा. फंक्शन क्या हो जाएगा? फिर से कॉल हो जाएगा. So this time we are passing what? 2 and 2. So for this function call, this previous function call, what is postponed? What are postponed? Multiplication of these two and returning. These things are postponed. Before that, function will be called again. Same thing I repeating again and again. I hope it's clear to all. Again. So we have called the function and passing 2 and 2. So this 2 will go to x. The value of x will be 2. And this 2 will go to y. So the value of y will be 2. Okay. Now this condition is false. The value of y is what? 2, condition false. So control will go for else. Here x is what? 2 into power x comma y minus 1. What is the value of x? 2 and y minus 1 will be what? 1. So same thing will happen for this function call also. Before multiplying these two and returning to this function call, the function will be called again. इससे पहले कि इन दोनों की वैल्यू मल्टीप्लाई होके इस फंक्शन कॉल को रिटर्न होती, फंक्शन फिर से कॉल हो गया. फंक्शन क्या हो गया? फिर से कॉल हो गया. ओके, आई होप इट्स क्लियर टू ऑल. Okay, function, we are calling the function again. Okay, before multiplying and returning to this function call, the function will be called again. And this time we are passing 2 and 1. This 2 will go to x, x will be 2. This 1 will go to y, so the value of y will be what? 1. Okay, now see. So again this condition is false. The value of y is what? 1. So this condition is false. So control will go for return else statement. And here the same thing will happen for this function call also. Before multiplying this and this, means x is what? 2 into power x comma, what is x? 2. Y minus 1 is what? Y is 1. So 1 minus 1 is what? 0. So for this function call, before multiplying and returning to this function call, the function will be called again. Okay, and what are we passing this time? We are passing 2 and 0. This 2 will go to x, so the value of x will be 2, and the value of y will be what now? 0. Okay, x is 2, y is what? 0. Now this condition is true. In previous video of recursive function, I have told each and every recursive function will have such condition where the recursion will be stopped. Such condition is called base condition. Okay, base. This I have already discussed in previous video of recursive function. If you have not watched that video, please watch that video first. The function recursive function to return the factorial of a number. Please watch that video. The basic of recursive function I have discussed there. Okay. So if you have not watched that video, please watch it. Watch that video first, then this video. Okay. Okay. Now here y equal to 0 condition is true. Y is equal to 0 condition is what? True. So this function will return 1. So means, as you know, when a function returns a value, control goes back to there from where it is called. So control will come. You know, last time function kahan se call hua tha? It was called from here. So control will come back to here, and what this function returning 1. So for this function call is getting back 1. Okay, we pass 2 and 0. So x is 2 and y is 0. This condition is true. So function will return a value, and that will, as you know, when a function returns a value, control goes back to there from where it is called. Control वापस यहाँ आएगा, and what is function returning? 1. So think about this last function call. For this last function call, nothing is postponed. We called, we called, and we are getting back what? 1. Okay, nothing is postponed for this function. Complete function call done. We call the function and we are getting back the value from that function. So nothing is postponed for this last function call. So then what happens? Control goes back to the previous function calls in reverse order, and the postponed task will be completed now. Okay, so control will go to the previous function call. So what is the previous function call? This function call, and the things which were postponed for this function call will be completed now. So for this function call, what the things were postponed? Multiplication of this and this, and returning. Multiply hona or return hona postponed hua tha for this function call. So 2 into 1, 2, and return. So this function call is completed now. Now it will go to the previous function call. For this function call also, multiplication of this and this, and returning. So 2 into 2, 4 will be returned to this function. Now finally this function call, same thing, multiplication and returning. These two things were postponed. So 2 into 4, 8, and that will be returned to this function. So finally this function is returning what? 8 if you are passing 2 and 3 as parameters, as argument. So and 8 is what? 2 to the power 3. Okay, so this is the working of this function, recursive function. And in examination, you will have the question. In board examination also, I am telling you, you will have a question to find such function will be given. One recursive function will be given, and you have to find the output of that. Okay, what that function will return. So you have to find the output of that, and you have to show this working. This working is very important. If you are not showing this working, maximum marks will be deducted. So please, this showing this working or dry run is compulsory. You must have to show this. So please keep in mind. I am talking about the board examination, class 12th board examination. So please, okay. So I think it's clear to all. And if any confusion, if any doubt, if anything is not clear, you can ask through the comment section. And if you like this video, please tell me in comment that what was good in this video, and what can I do for improve my videos. Okay, so thank you to watch till end. Thank you. In future I will come with more recursive function. So for this video, this much only. Thank you, students. Please watch this video again and again. If it is not clear, still the confusions are there, please ask me through comment section, and please tell me what is the good in this video, and if it is any suggestion, please write in the comment section. Okay, for this video, this much only. Thank you. Bye.